Welcome to day 13 of the daily vlog for the month of April. Today's topic is on saving money. A friend of mine wanted to have a video on grocery shopping or something, but then I thought there is some planning involved, so I want to add some tips that I do that even before I go grocery shopping, some of the things that I do, because the planning part of it helps save money in the long run. So these are my top 5 money saving tips for groceries. Tip number 1, meal planning. Meal planning is very important for a few reasons. I had to get a little bit of a script today because I wanted to kind of move along. Meal planning lets you plan for leftovers, and it also prevents you from buying things just spontaneously. So, and I'll go a little bit further on that when I'm discussing some of the other tips to kind of put that in light. So what I'm going to share with you is just kind of a menu shopping planner. Now I actually do something on the iPhone now. And you can put this in a smaller notebook, which I'll go a little bit more on that. But this is basically the meal planning that I do. You can see it is not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It is 7 meals. Okay, so you're going to be planning 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches, 7 dinners. So, and it doesn't have to be exactly like this, but just make sure that you're planning from grocery time to grocery time your meals. Now, it's perfectly okay that if you plan for, say, meatloaf and then like, hey, we're going to go out to eat, that's fine. This is going to help you prevent you from buying stuff that you're not going to use or spontaneously. It's all in planning. It's very important. Okay, and you'll also notice here that I even planned for side dishes. And then when I plan for the meals, then down here is you get a grocery list, which that's another thing you should do. Meal planning and a grocery list. So I kind of put those two together for my first tip. The grocery list is part of the planning process. Tip number 2 is a price book. Now that might sound like there's a lot of work, but it's not. All you need is like a little tiny notebook. There's even apps you can get for iPhones, or some people even bring like a little, like a larger notebook, because planning is very important. What you want is a notebook so that you can section it, and each section is going to be a store. Different stores that you go to. Now you don't have to do this like go out and go to every store to do your price checking and stuff. But what you're going to be doing is you're going to be following products that you're dedicated to. You're not going to be following all your products. Like I don't bother with, say, eggs and milk because I'm not dedicated to that. I am, however, dedicated to Beneful dog food, or rather my dog is. And like there's certain coffee creamers I like and jelly, and my son likes Jif. He doesn't particularly like any store brands and stuff. So I will keep track of the prices of only those items. Other items I will get whatever's on sale for the time. So what you want to do is you want to put the name of the product, which, say for instance Jif. You want to put in the size of the container. It could be, say, an 8-ounce, 16-ounce, whatever. Size is very important. You want to put the end price, and you want to put the unit price. The unit price, I will go a little bit further on in the next video that I do, because I'll actually be in the grocery store to show you how to read the price tags on things and stuff. But the reason you do that is because you'll be able to see and kind of get used to the idea of like, oh, Jif is, the Jif that I get, the best price is this per unit. And that way I can buy it in bulk or not, whatever. But that's my... that's a tip that I think is very important, is do some price checking. In fact, you don't have to have a notebook, just have a sheet of paper if it's only like a few items and stuff. Tip number 3, coupons. Coupons I get only for items that I'm dedicated to. Like, again, I won't, like if there are coupons for, eggs or shampoo or something, I will get that, and that's where I will do price comparisons while I'm in the store. But I will also specifically get coupons for things that I'm dedicated to, such as the Beneful dog food and Jif and Polymer all fruit or something like that, because I know I'm going to get that item. Coupons you can find online. They're usually also like they're in the Sunday paper, and sometimes you could just ask your friends, like, do you use coupons? Like if you don't use your coupons, give them to me, and sometimes you can find them in the store. So also a mention of coupons is make sure you use your store card. Like all these grocery stores will have like their own little card, and will save you a lot of money too, because I've actually gotten groceries not using the card, and I was really shocked at how much more everything was. And that kind of leads to our next tip, which is buying in bulk. Buying in bulk can save tons of money, but only if you're actually going to use it. Like I won't buy a lot like fresh fruits and vegetables in bulk unless I process it. Unless, you know, because sometimes I'll take strawberries and I chop them up and then I'll freeze them for smoothies and stuff later. Or, you know, like bananas, I can buy them and then stick them in the freezer and then I'll use those later for making banana bread or something. So, you know, you want to make sure that when you're buying in bulk, again, you're price comparing the unit price, and when you buy in bulk, that you have the means to store it. Make sure that you need to plan ahead. So the meal planning, the price book, all this helps you plan ahead. Also make sure that you eat before you get groceries, because if you're hungry, everything's going to be more appealing and you're going to want to buy more and stuff. Um, that's all the tips I wanted to share in this video. The next money saving video I'll do is probably next Saturday. Well, no, I can't do that. It'll have to be sometime next week, and I'll have it where I take a trip to the grocery store so I can show you how to read labels and things like that. So if you have any questions or comments, post in the comments. Don't forget to like, and as always, thanks for watching.